We left Nairobi at 7:30 in the morning and passed many casual retail establishments right along the road. These white vehicles are all taxis. A little further along, we found more industrial companies. This is Mombasa Cement Limited, one of East Africa's leading cement producers. Here's our first Maasai warrior with his livestock. Here we have some tuk-tuks. We've seen them in many different countries. They're cheaper than a taxi and more private. Here's a pretty new mosque. About 11% of the Kenyan population is Muslim. The Maasai began to replace wearing animal hides with cotton cloth only in the 1960s. It is thought that fabrics with checkered or striped patterns were inspired by the blankets of the English and Scottish soldiers. Today their shukas are brightly colored, predominantly red, but also blue, green, or yellow, and they're worn wrapped around their bodies. From Nairobi, it was about 100 miles south and took about 3 hours to reach this rest stop. The road here was absolutely beautiful, paved and smooth. This appears to be a major tourist stop for food, souvenirs, and bathrooms. Here's a picture of our very nice, comfortable Toyota Land Cruisers for this portion of our trip. Just before the border with Tanzania, we turned east off the nice paved road. From there it was all dirt, bumpy and in dire need of grading. To the Mashani Gate took about an hour, then it was another hour to the Amboseli Serena Lodge. Here's a rare camel sighting, and here's some housing for the local tribes people. Okay, we're at Amboseli, where there are herds of animals, and these are wildebeest. That is not a wildebeest, probably a gazelle. And over here in the background, behind the clouds, is Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, they'll start moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the gestation period is 8 months. Mostly all the antelopes. The gestation period is not very long. 8 months, then the babies are born. And I think you have seen in the Nat Geo world, whereby when the baby is born, within 5 minutes, the baby can stand
And get moving so you don't get eaten.
Within the next 15 minutes, then the baby can run.
Crown plover.
Down on top of the head. Sometimes they make a lot of noise to protect the nest. There must be a nest somewhere.
Here comes a whole herd of zebras headed our way.
All zebras look alike, but they don't look alike. Look at the pattern that hangs on the back. On the back of the zebra is different. Yeah. So that is the difference, where actually the difference in the patterns comes in.
This is quite a herd of lesser flamingos. They're the pink ones. And as far as you can see are flamingos. Back here is a pretty good sized herd of Cape buffalo with more lesser flamingos in the background. And then the street is mama and baby elephant, and another group over there with a baby.
It's even smaller. Yeah. Aww. It's like a year old.
The baby's feeding.
Yeah, yeah.
At about 4:30, we finally arrived at the Amboseli Serena Lodge, a really nice resort. For the curious, here's the latitude, longitude, and altitude of our lodge. This sign has even more important information about your behavior while you're in the national park. The lodge is set in a grove of acacias within the national park. Favorite food of giraffes. Here's the lush entrance into the park with beautiful landscaping. The lodge was built using materials which are in harmony with the environment and draws on traditional Maasai culture and style. The architecture of the lodge is based on a traditional Maasai homestead. All around the lodge roams a big game that has made East Africa legendary, including lions, buffalo, elephants, cheetahs, giraffes, baboons, antelopes, and zebras. I was very pleased to find that all the Serena lodges have free Wi-Fi in the guest rooms. Each guest room is styled with a Maasai theme featuring beadwork, gourds, and hand-painted murals. And in our backyard, we found this cute little blue lizard.